Sentimental Value is a drama film. It's done in Norwegian language, but it's basically a drama film about Gustav. He is a famous film director who is doing a film retrospective. So he's doing, people are talking about his films, and he hasn't done one in 15 years. However, his wife has recently died, so he pops over for the not the funeral, but the after party, I guess, because he's very cold to his daughters. He's got two daughters, Nora and Agnes. Agnes has a family, a young son and a husband, but Nora's mostly a theater actress, and they're very estranged from their father. He keeps his distance, but he's getting older now, and he has written a new script, a new movie, and he wants Nora to be in it, but she denies him immediately because they don't talk or communicate, and he wasn't there a lot for their childhood, and they hold a grudge against him, and they don't want to let him in. So he decides to go with Rachel Kemp. She's a famous American actress who was at the retrospective and invited him for dinner, and they got to talking, and he wants to replace Nora's role with her. However, there's some growing pains because her hair is different, and the original script's in Norwegian, and they'd have to do it with English language for Netflix, and there's a clashing release if it would be released in theaters first or just Netflix, and he wants to bring in his old buddy, cinematographer, but Netflix won't allow it. So there's a lot of this technical stuff going on with Gustav's film, but then there's also emotional stuff going on with Nora. Nora basically has a lot of issues with going on stage. She sometimes gets bouts of anxiety and stage fright, and she thinks of being alone. She's sleeping with a married man. And then Agnes, she seems a lot more well-rounded, but she actually has a bit of a bone to pick with their father as well. So there's lots of unburied stuff going on while they're trying to make this film. And Gustav wants to use like their family home and stuff like that. And there's some unburied trauma going on with their grandmother or their grand aunt or something, who was grabbed by the Nazis maybe or something. So there's a lot of, it's a really long film. To be honest, I'll be 100% honest, I didn't want to watch this movie. I only watched it because I heard about Oscar bait. I heard the acting was really good. It is pretty solid. Stellan Skarsgård's really good, and the two main actresses, the sisters, are pretty solid, but the movie was a little bit on the boring and long side for me. This is very, similar ground that we've seen before. It's an aging father trying to reconnect with his daughter. It's kind of like The Wrestler, but he's a film director instead. And, it's not that interesting. There's some funny moments, but overall it wasn't that interesting, to be honest. It kind of very simple. There's little things going on here and there, but there's nothing too amazing. And overall, I just felt it was a little bit on the long side, and it's all right. The acting's okay, but it's not exemplary by any means. So I give Sentimental Value a 6 out of 10.